Professional bearing fingerboard wheels are super expensive, like really expensive for what they are. So today I'll be taking TECHDECK wheels and putting bearings inside. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Before I start putting bearings in TECHDECK wheels, I just wanted to explain why exactly fingerboard wheels are so expensive. So if you want really high quality fingerboard wheels, that can run you anywhere from $20 to $75. For miniature skateboard wheels, that is just insane. So let me explain why they are so expensive and also why you actually do want high quality wheels. So unlike other hobbies, fingerboarding is actually pretty small. Take skateboarding for example. It's been around for a very long time and it's probably still going to be around for a very long time, whereas fingerboarding spiked in the early 2000s and it's kind of been slowly dying down since, and I would say it's still at a pretty big size, but in terms of making products, it's still pretty small. And what happens when there's a very specific market for a product, but not very many people are making the product, that'll lead to overpriced stuff. Now, I'm not really saying they are overpriced because fingerboard wheels actually do take a very long time to make. There's multiple ways of making fingerboard wheels, but I would say the two most common ways are either on a lathe or with a mold. Now, I know it sounds really simple, just having a silicone mold, pouring resin in, waiting for it to cure, and then boom, you have a wheel. But it's actually a little more complex than that. Once you have it out of the mold, sometimes people even put it on a lathe from there just to clean it up a little bit. Other people sand it. There's multiple different ways you can do it. I'm not gonna get into it in this video, but time does go into making wheels. And because there's not very many people doing it, that does mean they're gonna be pretty expensive. Now let me explain why you even want good fingerboard wheels. One question I get asked quite a bit is why do you need good wheels when you can pretty much just push it across the table at however much force you need? The better quality wheels you have, the smoother it's going to feel, and also just less friction needed to push it forwards, which is definitely going to help you focus when you want to do tricks. If I'm using really smooth wheels, you can really focus on just doing the trick without the distraction of having to push it forwards and kind of the uneven feel. Compare that to using TECHDECK wheels, and TECHDECK wheels are gonna feel really rough and you're not really gonna be able to focus as well. That's just the way that I look at it because I definitely can't focus when I have bad wheels, so I definitely need smooth wheels so I can just focus while doing the trick. So now, let's put some bearings in TECHDECK wheels. So with bearings, you can either buy fingerboard wheels with bearings inside and punch the bearing out, or you can buy just the bearings, but I'll be using these wheels and taking the bearings out. I'll be using the back side of a drill bit just to punch it out so I don't wreck the bearing. We have our TECHDECK wheels, we have our bearings, so now let's see if the bearings just naturally fit in the wheels. Ooh, the bearings might just fit in the wheels. I just tried a different TECHDECK wheel and this one slid right in, so they might just be a little uneven. Just gonna see if we can get another one to fit. So this one is actually a little bit too loose. Same with this one. I have a collection of some more TECHDECK wheels, so I think I'm just gonna go through the wheels and see which ones the bearings fit the most snug in. So we have our bearings in our wheels, but I just wanted to point something out first. So these are the wheels that we took the bearings from, and you can really see how much deeper they had the holes drilled before they had the bearings in the wheel. Also, the back part of the wheel has quite a bit of a bigger opening than just these TECHDECK wheels. All that means is the bearing is sitting a little bit high, so we might try and drill one of those holes a little bit deeper a little later, but let's try these first. I think it's only right that we try them on the TECHDECK again, so we kind of know exactly what they feel like. The very first spin test, and these already are spinning a lot better. There's not even enough room to screw the nut back on the trucks, so I think we will need to drill these out. Now we're drilling the hole through the back side just to make that opening a little bit bigger. after drilling the wheels out and putting the bearings in, these actually look like real fingerboard wheels. I mean, not that they're not real, but like, they're not professional. After drilling the holes, I did need to use a little bit of super glue just to hold the bearings in place, but I really just put like a little skiff on the outside and they're locked in place now. Let's get a spin test on the new wheels. That's actually not too bad. Let me just try all of them and see how they are. Ooh, this one's is pretty smooth. They're all pretty good. They're no pro wheels, but they're way better than what they were. So we have the wheels on the board, and I don't have any other TECHDECKs that are all stock to do a comparison, but you just roll your TECHDECK and see how well that goes compared to this. That is pretty good. Honestly, these wheels are not that bad. Like, these wheels are way better than what they were before, and I can even just feel how much smoother they are. Most of you watching this probably know the feeling of just stock TECHDECK wheels, and it kind of just feels like the board is like bouncing up and down ever so slightly because it's just everything's uneven. But this makes it feel so much better. And these wheels would also feel so much better if you put them on better trucks. Like, these actually aren't that bad of wheels. I was putting some thought into this, and I think if you were using some different trucks, the bolt through the middle goes out a little farther, so you probably wouldn't even need to use a drill to make the bearings sit a little lower, and you could probably just use them stock. Stock as in stock wheel with bearings inside. So are you actually able to put bearings in TECHDECK wheels, and is it even worth it? I'd say it probably is. Like, think about it. If you even have broken wheels but there's still bearings inside, you may as well put them in TECHDECK wheels, and then you have an extra set of wheels. On TECHDECK wheels, they also have some little imperfections on the outside, so if you took some fine sandpaper and sanded the outside as well, it would probably make them even smoother as well. So are you able to put outtake. So are you able to put bearings in TECHDECK wheels, and do they actually work? Well, outtake again. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video, and I've also had quite a few people request that I make this video, so thank you everybody who made a comment saying I should do this. You see all the stuff on the screen over there. All my social media links are in the description down below, and I will see you in my next video. When it hits you, yes, yes.